Abusuya menewo kasei speaker backben declare 4 seat vacant na obesha so far the new patriotic party na okuta the highest number of parliament with 138 elusu 3 seats ama the NDC ensu elusu 1 na sisi ameno kasei NPP abaye 135 ama the NDC abaye 136 as we speak, the majority caucus now about the minority. Na obi right away in inside me aka the now the minority caucus Alexander case forcing for papa the decision as a NPP majority leader and now me no say backben a change decision they or say Jesse or train Emma Supreme Court in the final ruling eba and the NPP caucus will never step foot in the parliament. For no soon the breaking news a free the NPP caucus or eba Afenyo Markins Alexander Honorable Nankasa no di semwa ha yenko na yenko tinchemu embra.
We are hearing the now minority, which is the NPP leader Alexander Afenyo Markins says they are boycotting Parliament until this matter is determined by the Supreme Court of Ghana. And that's what's coming from Parliament. The NPP caucus will boycott the House until the Supreme Court decides on this very, very, very controversial issue. In Nioma Ebesiako in the next few days, we are working the lines to get to speak to any of the minority members who are currently in Parliament. Honorable Akwabe Kosi saying Sonny.
Obi.
Yeah, Honorable. Apom to then. Mate, number one, let me clarify this. Mate de Aka, the NPP caucus will boycott Parliament until the Supreme Court hears this matter.
That is true.
And one reason the Abade.
Well, but first the speaker, he's setting Parliament on fire. But that's matter. A brother, you're catching there. As some know Supreme Court and some Supreme Court, it has to do with interpretation. So you give Parliament the Supreme Court opportunity to do the interpretation. Now with what has happened, the only way is to wait for the court to determine the matter, and we abide by the matter, the ruling of the court. And that is it.
But the court determining the matter might not be any time soon.
Obi, let us wait. We prefer to be on the side of the law than to be on the side of constitution.
Yes, now me boost a final question, Mr. And what it then means that while we wait, what happens to the arrangement in Parliament?
Obi, there is total confusion. Let's get the law to settle the confusion. That's all.
But to say a parliamentary correspondent, now, but I mean, in your time and discussions, we could quite something about to say.
Philip, Obi, where the Assembly Parliament is here, Speaker of Parliament, I hear big announcement of floor. As we speak, the new Patriotic Party has lost its majority in Parliament, and now the NPP in Parliament is a minority. So, back here, and then a minority following the issue formally on the floor. So, 3 NPP majority side MPs, Andrew Omwakwesiama, and Peter Yakwachiaka. Cynthia Morrison, and Nikoja Asante. These 4 MPs are majority MPs, Nabako, minority MPs. No, Omunina file some independent. And Amwakwesiama file some contested on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. And minority 4 impressive on Speaker Backben say on the cleft seats 4 in now vacant. Let's say minority, majority, minority. Speaker of Parliament at the time, I can say on 1 or 2 days. Now, Pemre Asha Constitution, no, Parliament. See, I'm a Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, Edina no AC, what says the reading of the Constitution and the standing orders and all the applicable rules is that the Constitution of Parliament has now changed, and these 4 seats have all been declared vacant. Or since the Constitution no more clear. Just say, who could not say our NPP ticket to a no be better from out. It is a see her say over independence, and that's say one lose mandate amount for Edema. He has gone on to cite the precedent that was delivered by the former speaker, Professor Aaron Michael Cray, and what concluded say all these 4 seats should be declared vacant. And see, say NPP, I 135 members in Parliament, a majority side, and NDC, I 136, giving them the majority in Parliament.
It is a difference of 1, right?
A difference of 1 because MPP, MPs, normally 138, if you make 135. And as a majority, I normally 137, about so if I come 136, so 136, 135. That is the situation now in Parliament.
In the speaker's ruling, no, or can say they would accordingly inform the Electoral Commission to organize a by-election, and
there be because that doesn't arise because the constitutional provision is over to about for by-election. There must be at least 3 months to the next election. So the Speaker of Parliament did not even raise this at all. What the constitution means this is the rule now, but Afenyo to make an announcement here and go Cooper. There's a lot of back and forth going on right now on the floor.
Oh, okay. Into what it means, from now till time, about December 7th, no, the NDC would have majority in Parliament.
Yes, and Dr. Kesilato Forcing becomes the new majority leader in Parliament.
Become the new majority leader.
Afenyo becomes the minority. It means tomorrow, what's my Parliament? Minority fund them moving from almost side, the right hand side of the speaker, a minority. The majority now becomes the minority and now will come to the left side.
In the Afenyo marking the minority leaders is here.
That is effectively what the rules as the speaker has.
Because I know say Afenyo is majority leader now and Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, right?
No, the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs is still Osei
okay.
Even though when he was removed as leader, he kept on that position. So
okay.
He's still the majority leader, but will now effectively, as we speak right now, he has lost that and he is the minority leader.
Hey, wow! But that's some really interesting stuff happening in Parliament. Inti, Yabeda CBBNia would come back to Osha majority for MPs. Nenima, Dimin and it is saying.
And Koye crowd be Nipaka among Nosso, Mondia, and then Nipaka claiming a majority side, but Omina as a Omaboto or even Tracy Hammond or team majority leader TP no as Waboto because this is momentous. In fact, in the history of this country from 1992, we have not had any situation where there's a president of Ghana belonging to one political party and the Parliament of Ghana at any point of time being operated by another political party. So this is the first time anything of this sort has happened since 1993 when we started using the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. And these are issues that, in fact, Afenyo Markins is making the point that he has filed an action in the Supreme Court, which he believes should have stopped the Speaker of Parliament from going ahead to consider this and make a decision. That is the point he's making. We are waiting what response the Speaker of Parliament will give him and all these issues that come up. But the big news now is that Alban Bagbin had declared 3 majority seats as vacant and 1 NDC seat vacant.
What it means is that from tomorrow, those MPs are no longer members of Parliament.
In fact, from right now, they cannot even access their office unless they are going to pack their things out. They cannot come into the chamber and go and take their chairs because the Speaker says, effective immediately, all of them are no members of Parliament.
The second deputy Speaker of Parliament, Formina MP, the position is be vacant. Second deputy,
yes, no? And that will mean right now the House will perhaps have to elect a second deputy speaker, and Andrew Amakwesiama will perhaps also be the first person since 1992 whose seat has been declared vacant twice. Because in 2020, Professor Aaron Michael declared his seat vacant. Emra Okoye said, obeko independent. That's not NPP. And then now, or yeah, independent MP, or see or join MP.
And that's the president's speaker. You say in the case of the Siamano,
already
when he declares obeko independent at the time, he was sitting MP for NPP, and the speaker then declared his seat vacant.
Yes, the speaker did cite that precedent that was said by Michael Quay. Of course, he said that it wasn't binding on him.
Yes.
But it's clear that he agrees with that precedent that his former boss, Michael Quay, said, and he has agreed and ruled that all these 4 MPs should lose their seats and are no longer members of parliament, effective immediately. In fact, he says he has informed the House that there are vacancies. Only that, because the Constitution says if it is less than 3 months to an election, you will not do a by-election. That is why there will be no by-election.
Kweku Mayena say fantastic job. Bibiani yebesia ba bidin komobio. Why? Edi Kweku Asante ena yete nkano our parliamentary correspondent bringing us that breaking news. Big news. I mean, quite historic as far as our parliamentary democracy is concerned. Nanaya.
You know why the same thing happened to Ayusini in 2000?
Why are you saying in so?
He moved to the MP.
Yeah, no cross carpet.
But I mean, they work here out.
Yeah.
But you see, this one, we shouldn't even talk about precedence. 97H is so categorical, it's so clear. Your lawyer was say the reason we bet me ever leaving his seat if he was elected as a member of parliament as an independent candidate and joins a political party.
Sure.
Into from the MPD dear.
On the DNA very clear. And I think on the DNA exactly the precedents are
yes.
The three others no more DNA.
Only DNA before now I was thinking say they are independent for the next parliament.
For the next parliament. So that was the contention.
That's they are independent for the that is what I was thinking. Now Rano say they are independent for the next parliament. So for right now they stay where they are.
Yeah.
But they have moved from MPP to another arena. What they are representing the MPP. But they have moved to be independent. Why interest na omobe pursue? For the moment we move to independent.
Parliament is still in session.
In session till 7 January. No? So whose interest are you going to pursue? Do you get it? And the law is also yes, not true, but it also talks about say if you move to another arena, or no, there won't yet clear say be independent, but you move to another year, won't me and stand for that you know, party.
Sure.
But even when we go to the party level, all of our party constitutions, they are very clear on it.
So once you go independent, you forfeit your membership automatically.
Either you go independent or you stand on another party's ticket, you go you are gone automatically. So one man cause when they were doing it, and I think they knew what they were doing. You cool. You cool at the MPP. Obudu nsafu anu a we a gentleman so do ntimi nka meka. You cool no my MPP no. Sankrofo mienu no. Morrison. There be ba ko de no onim. Formula ni no.
Okay, formula ni nim.
No o feel say o ma dada na mantiri ma ne de se obetimi ne wo ma nante. MPP for so de no mo nante anu ahwe achi. Yes, anu ahwe ani, mo hwe anim kakra no ahwe. Onso ma go fa trouble abre no. Won tan ne baby no oni ni de because I no fa nko.
One tears.
There be no nko gi ne package.
It is here meaning say ne as part of our conditions no ne ex gratia as first second deputy.
So when we
yes,
what about the Nkrofo yachi? Nkrofo yata, I don't know what kind of say a dear you.
That be party hondo.
There be party hondo I will wear ye no. Obi yo bibi a debi ani ni dilia na ahwe ni tutu hwe ni tutu. The omo de ye we me me wan wase wase no omo benante. How could he do that to so be say ne career Nkrofo omo mpo asem time akogina independent hwe de omo de ye wo. Ene nyame adom afem.
And that is say our contesting on their tickets.
Oko contest ticket aye den. From the beginning, no koi woman so woman we constituency for crass woman pese obe contest on their ticket. Into wo pede wo. Wo de also no be business wo pede ama say asem say ya ba beto. Obi what asem we bi da. Krache come on pen ho asem hu na krache. Odo hu ko foreign crofo we aye den. Won wo de ato no. Anko tran independent di no odi ni post kakra. Otimase ene hwede odo ho akwakoto ene Nkrofo mieni so ma ye ku obi anim so hu they see wo ho akwa no ko krachi ko depend me so omunim hu bio wo ma ye MPP ku ankrofo be ye MPP no omdo omto aka say 85% ku ankrofo be ye wo mo
just the beginning
na ku o ma ye o bi ni we ku na esi parliament afi baba be tie esi wo mo party na mu wo ma hu se ba o
Debbie,
afa wo many so
I think so now can I mean the contentious issue was whether the move they made. You see, I'm file your nomination with the Electoral Commission.
Yes.
For the 2024 election, which would affect the 9th Parliament.
Yes.
I think that is where really the contention is. I don't know what the Speaker said specifically about, but we need a ruling.
Speaker,
sure.
Maybe in the course of discussion.
Sure.
But what share the ama speaker na yagina ne nan so atimi rule no pim no Michael Kwe speaker no
yes
rule on
Esiamade no yes
what I say because yagina yakọ school kakra what kind ade na enye straight sir what I say but based on ruling na Michael Kwe the to and you share ya speaker Bagman can say also then also to a drobonia I don't know I can MPP for because at time no when you bring kitty na party natural letter on kaya who be and I say na speaker rule speaker Bagman so rule
but who say speaker Michael Kwe you know the case he ruled on falls on all fours with way relative to a Siamadian.
Yes.
But I want to say, yeah, precedence on certain MP, say MPP and NDC MP, in the upcoming election where declares all co-independent. And then you ensure any precedence on that. That is where the G okay.
If he leaves the party of which he was a member
at the time of his election to Parliament
to join
another party or seeks to remain in Parliament as an independent member.
It's clear.
But the point is, okay, the way the problem will be, seeks to, because they seek to remain in Parliament.